Much of what we hear in the media today is about voter ID. Now, me as an FBA, Foundational Black American conservative, I'm going to tell you my experience the last two times I went to vote. When I walked in, I gave them my name and my address, and they pulled it up on the system. I had two forms of ID with me, so yes, we do have ID. I had two forms of ID with me, and the person that was sitting at the table, I pulled out my ID and gave it to him, and he said, "No, that's okay." And I said, "I don't need my ID." And they said, "No." And I said, "Okay." And I put my ID back in my pocket, went and voted. Now, I could have been anyone. They had no idea who I was. I could have just walked up, gave anyone's name, anyone's address, and it would have been okay. So, yes, voter ID is needed, and it would be neat if they had an additional ID, an actual ID for voting, the voter's registration card. And I think they do have it now, but it depends upon what state you're in. But they should have a federal voting ID that would also serve as a regular ID, which we would have to pay, I say, about maybe $25 to $35 for it to have it done. Yes, because they need their fees. But I support voter ID. And I was surprised that the last time I went to vote, they refused my ID. All I had to do was just give my name, and they pulled up my address and said, "Are you still at such and such?" "Yes, I am." When to give them ID, they said it's not needed. So yes, voter ID is needed, and I support that.